Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the new Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome back to our Let's Learn Together series here in Stationeers. I hope you are all doing well, having a safe, wonderful, and successful week this week. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning member, welcome back to you as well. Great to have you all here hanging out, having fun, all that good stuff this morning. As usual.
Power critical.
Yeah, bite me. Um, as I'm so rudely interrupted. Grab this. And we'll do this real quick, folks. Go. Alright, we are getting a charge in the battery. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I hope you're all doing well, having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. I welcomed you to the channel. Great to have you all here hanging out, joining the conversation in Discord and in the comment section and all of that good stuff as well. So please keep that going. I do enjoy interacting with you all, and I enjoy learning from you guys too. Make sure I actually turn that on. I did. Yes. Alright. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves started, because we got a lot to do today, to be quite honest with you. That right there. Start melting. Okay. Now I'm trying to do this. I'm trying a trick that I learned. I'm trying to just. I gotta really move this around a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. There. That should be fine. I am trying a little bit of a trick. I was told you could actually hold the ice in your hand or whatever, or the oxide, to try to get the place going again. And that's what I'm trying to do here. But I also is looking for something. I can remember what I was looking for. Oh yeah, my solid fuel generator. What? Ah, there it is. Okay.
Power low.
Ugh. I'm really getting sick and tired of this. Oh, okay. That's actually charging. Alright, so once we can get ourselves outside, what I'll do is I will... Okay. I should be able to get us outside. No. Door bolts are locked. Really? Oh, it's because I got the airlock. I got a problem, guys. I have just created myself a bit of a problem. Oh, maybe. Not really. Alright, I can get in here. Let's get this fixed. Do I got iron frames? I don't. Sugar. Oh no. Okay. Whew. Iron. Aha! Okay. So, I want to talk about something here. And that is, there's been...
Power critical.
Yeah, thanks, Tias. That is the discussion that's been going on about, in the comments section, and I've seen, about, I'm gonna say, uh-oh.
Oxygen low.
Does this thing have a battery? No.
Oxygen
Yes,
critical.
I know, Tias. R. Damn. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted. Oops. One of the things I saw was some people. There's a conversation going on about whether or not Balin's idea of hiding the lander. Uh-oh. Oh, phew. Whether or not hiding the lander inside of in the ground is a cheat. And I gotta say, I'm of the opinion, honestly, that, you know, the question, the discussion was that some people feel that's a cheat, and I can kind of understand that, actually. The way I look at it...
Power low.
Oh my god. The way I look at it is... I try to look at things from the standpoint of, in Space Engineers and even here in Stationeers, I try to look at things from the standpoint of, okay, how does this help me going forward? Oh, I do have coal here. Okay. Don't need any coal. Alright, cool. And is it something that I could honestly say would be something you'd do in the real world? Right? Well, picture it this way, if you will. In the real world, we're probably going to be trying to survive and by doing things that we normally wouldn't do. Right? We're probably going to, I don't know, have to improvise. Meaning we're probably going to have to do things in ways that may not necessarily...
Power critical.
Jeez, thank you. Give me a damn minute, would you? I can barely see what I'm doing, guys. I know where I am.
Oxygen low.
Yes, Tias, I know.
Oxygen critical.
Oh, crap. I'm going to end up losing this. Hold on, guys. I am really getting sick and tired of... Oops. Sorry about that. I'm really getting sick and tired of this battery crap. But I think this is kind of my own doing. Yeah, I think this is kind of my own fault. I can't really blame the game this time. Wish I could. But anyway, what I was trying to get at is there are some that are saying that digging out the land, putting the big lander underground and then covering it over with blocks, keep the indefinite beacon is cheesing the game. And the reality is that in the real world, if we were going to Mars and hello from there, that should give us enough. Um, in the real world, we would try to make things as simple for ourselves as possible. So if there was something that we would do, like put a beacon underground, uh, maybe a beacon hidden in the lander and it's indefinite, as human beings, we probably would actually be putting that underground. All right, let me. Here, um, we'd probably be doing that. So I don't know that I agree that there we go. So I don't know that I agree that um I don't know that I agree. Yes, I can see how it might be considered cheesing the game a little bit. But when you think about it, we're using mods anyway. I'm using a stacker mod. So it's not really any different than doing that. And it is probably something we would do in the real world. So I understand where people are coming from. I just don't know that I agree with that. But either...
Waste tank caution. Hydration critical.
So I don't know that I agree completely with it. Yep.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Cognition low.
Yeah, I gotta come up with a better way to do that. Alright, so I got that. Let me shut this off so that I don't have to hear that humming. Okay. Alright, so let's get this in here quickly, guys. So I don't know, I don't know that I can really agree that it's cheesing the game. I use mods anyway, so, and, like the stacker mod that I'm using to get 50 of an item, that's a mod. But I get where people are going. I get why people would say that it's cheesing the game, honestly. I do actually get that. I don't know that I agree with it, but, it is what it is. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see if this works. That's right, I didn't...
Power critical.
Alright. I forgot to hook this up. Okay. Should now be charging. Yep. I think. Oh, please tell me I didn't just... Oh. Yeah, I did. Why is that not working? Alright, well, we got a problem. I need a wrench. He needs a wrench, folks.
Power low.
Aha! There it is right there. There we go. Now charging. Yep. Okay.
Power critical.
Power critical. Take that, Tias. Power's not critical. There we go. Okay, so our airlock is fixed. I can relax. I can relax now, ladies and gents. We got that. Yep. All right. Perfect. All right. So our power problem is now solved for now. Until the next time I decide to do something really dumb. which in my case...
Waste tank critical.
There we go. Okay. Alright, so we have ourselves fixed power. Thank goodness. Alright. So anyway, I don't really think that I agree that, I don't really think that I agree that it's cheesing itself, per se. Maybe. Maybe. I'm more of the opinion that it's not the case. I just am. Alright, so let's go ahead and... And the other thing, so I'm trying to do things as real as I can. So, I think, to be honest, it's probably something I would do in the real world. If I were on Mars and I had to make things as simple as I could for myself, I'd probably, and I knew that there was a forever lasting beacon in the lander, I'd probably want to dig it underground too and cover it over so that it wouldn't be lost in a storm. So, I don't really know that I understand where people are coming from, thinking that it might be cheesing the game, but it is something I'd probably do in the real world. So, we'll go with it. The other comment I saw was I could have pressurized the airlock. Yes, we are going to do that. I want to get our way to where we have the advanced airlock and all that good stuff too. So we are going to get there, I promise. Now that I got our power situation corrected. Okay. But yeah, I agree. I could have pressurized the airlock. And thank you for the tip about the oxite. I didn't think about holding it in my hand, but yeah, that could work too. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Get myself some more of these. So I discovered these are about 5 block by 5 block. The lander, what it takes. Iron sheet. So let's do this. But yeah, I do enjoy listening, reading, and seeing what you guys are saying in the Discord server and in the comments section. It does give me things to think about. I might not always agree with you, but it does, you know, give me some things to consider. And we're out of iron, that's fine. And I do like hearing your opinions. So I might not always agree, but I do actually like hearing what you guys have to say and what you're thinking and your ideas, because I know I can learn from you just like you guys can learn from me, and that's what makes our community cool. All right. I do have an idea for what I want to do, so let's pop you up here. Now, I did discover you have to kind of go... For this, for Balin's idea to work, I have to kind of go, you have to kind of go...
Hunger caution.
Yeah, thank you, Tias. Okay, so that drops it down a couple. Okay. Now, if you want to do this in your own save, you can. You don't have to, and I'm not saying you guys have to do this. This is kind of one of those areas where you know, I would have to tell you that the style of gameplay that you use, that you choose to use, is yours. And nobody can tell you different. Not even me. Hey, I found nickel under here. I had a... Oh, I am. Okay. Alright, well, I found nickel. You know what they say? Let's, pickle that nickel. No, they don't really say that. Alright, that'll charge up. Charge up pretty fast. Alright. But the reason why I like Baleron's idea is, and I think this is, I could be wrong, and Baleron, you can correct me if I am. I have a bad habit of forgetting to turn my beacon on. So, I think that might be part of why he suggested it. Why they suggested it. I don't know if he's he or she. I apologize if I have that wrong. But I think that is part of why it was suggested. It's because I do have a bad habit of doing that. Of forgetting to turn the beacon on. I have plenty of copper. I need iron, darn it. Hurry up and charge. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, that's charging. Alright, good. Goody goody gumdrops. So I'm pretty sure that's why Balin made that suggestion to me. If I am wrong, Balin, please tell me. But I have a feeling that's why you said it. Turn off. I don't have to hear you cry over spilt milk. Wait, did I just... Oh. Well, sugar. Okay. Alright. Let's go find ourselves some stuff we need. Like coal. So, anyway, I'll go ahead with Balin's idea, suggestion about the lander, just because then I don't have to worry about it. Because we all know I'm going to forget to turn the beacon on, and I'll get lost. And we will work toward a pressurized airlock and all that good stuff too. But yeah, I don't know that I would go as far as saying it's cheesing the game, because we're already using mods anyway. So it's fun. Oops. I think whether or not you put the lander in the ground and cover it over, I don't know that I'd go as far as saying it's cheesing the game. It's definitely a style of gameplay decision. But that is just my humble opinion.
Power low.
Copper. Alright, we need iron before I lose power again. This light. Yeah, looks like the thingamabob the terrain didn't render correctly. That happens. Cobalt's right there, so cool. Oxide. Iron. Come here, you delicious iron. Alright. Get our butts home. Take care of our hunger problem. At least we got our power supply saved. Situation's sorted for now. Okay, now do I have...
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Cognition low.
No, it ain't. Alright, hydration... Take care of that, we're right here.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Cognition low.
Yeah, I bet it is there, Tias. I bet it is. Alright. This iron's sorted out, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll call it there. So we got our power problem sorted for now. We are gonna have to hunt some more iron. No. Because I do want to get us toward maybe these two. All right. So we got iron. So we'll be all set. Got all this done. We get this done. We'll get the lander covered over. And then we'll move on to the next project, which will be, I think, We're going to want to deal with getting stuff starting to pressurize so that we can grow food and whatnot. All that good stuff. So... And we want to get some more of our production sorted and all that good stuff too. We want to get toward building our furnace. Once we build our furnace, we can build steel. That's going to help. Plus, we can start upgrading machinery. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we got it sealed. Yep. Oh, except for right there. Let's grab iron. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll go ahead. We got a lot done today, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll call it here. We've got our power situation fixed. We've got our, for the moment, and we're okay. We don't have to panic anymore, thank goodness for that. The next panic is going to be trying to get everything sorted out so that we can actually get food growing and all of that good stuff. And getting things pressurized for our habitat. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, pet koala bear, pet kangaroo, pet panda bear, maybe even a koala bear, maybe a bobcat, I don't know. I do know, though, that by sharing the link to the channel with others, it helps our channel grow, helps our community grow. By smashing that bell notification icon and subscribing and hitting the like button, it also helps the channel grow as well and helps the channel get more exposure as well. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all your opinions, your ideas, your feedback, and all that good stuff. Keep those coming in the comments section. Join the Discord server to join the conversation going on there. And be sure to be ready because we're going to be starting live streaming soon again. I can't wait. We got a few more things to sort out, but we are getting there. We got music coming. I'm really excited. This is going to be an awesome year. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you have a safe, wonderful, and successful rest of your week. And I will see you all in the next episode of our Let's Learn Together series here in Stationeers. Happy gaming!